What is up, everybody? We are live right now with the Painless Cash Buyer Secrets. How are we finding deals for our cash buyers? How are we finding buyers for our deals? That's what we're going to be going over today. Everybody, we're live. I'm going to post real quick in the batch community. If you're not a part of it, you should join. But today, it's the holidays are coming up. Guys, deals are going to be made right now. If you're thinking right now that, it's kind of the end of the year, there's no deals to be had, a lot of people aren't buying, that is absolutely wrong. And I'm going to explain to you why that is. A lot of people procrastinated, that sellers have procrastinated, and now they want to sell. They need that money for the holidays. And also buyers are not stopping. They want to start flipping. They want to flip now after the new year. They want to hit the ground running. So everybody, I want you right now, if you're watching live, to do me a favor, because this will help us get this video in front of more people, especially while we're live. Go ahead, wherever you're watching, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Well, you can subscribe if you want, but just hit the like button, because the like button will get more people to watch it. It gets the algorithm saying, oh, this is a good video. We should get more people on here. Today, we got some really cool stuff. So let me post this really quick. While I'm posting in the batch community, go ahead and do me a favor. Tell me where you're watching from. I want to know. And tell me if you like this. Tell me, hey, Nate, I did the thumbs up. And just say, tell me where we're watching from. Say thumbs up, I did it. And even tell me if you didn't. Because if you didn't do it, it's okay. I want to know who you are if you didn't thumbs it up. But yeah, tell me where you're watching from. This is important. We're live. And I'd love to look at some deals with you guys or help you find some cash buyers using batch leads, the way that we do it, the painless way. But yeah, where you guys watch from? I know there's a little bit of a lag. Okay. Albert, what's up, man? Good to see you. We are live right now. Let's find some deals and some cash buyers. Let's freaking go. All right, what else? We got Henderson, Nevada. I love it. My wife used to live, when we started dating, she lived in Henderson, Nevada. So been there many times. I like Henderson, Nevada a lot. I think it's great. So let's go. I'm gonna get my little trusted screen over here, because if I don't show you guys on my screen, YouTube, if I show you batch on my computer, they say, hey, what are you doing with all that information? That information is too good to show. So we're gonna stop your whatever the heck it's called, your stream. So I'm going to show you on here. What else, everybody? Where else are you watching from? We got Detroit, we got Henderson, Nevada. No, we got people in Utah watching. Where else? Where you else watching from? By the way, Kirkland, you haven't tried a sparkling water? Go ahead, try it. It is delicious. Okay. We got Hey from Oklahoma City. Let me know if you guys thumbs up too. If you didn't, don't be ashamed. Just say, no, I'm not thumbsing this thing up. I don't want to. And I'm going to respect that. I'm going to respect if you did or you didn't. Either way, you've made your choice. And I am curious to see if it really does even do anything. That's what I've heard. So, all right, come on down. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can say in this community before we actually get going. Live right now. Okay. Sign up for the masterclass that's tomorrow and looking forward to it. Heck yeah. I'd love to hear that. By the way, if you guys don't know, I do a free masterclass every Thursday at the moment, where I teach you exactly how to go from start to finish on the strategy that I have of painless flipping. Okay. If you don't know what painless flipping is, go check it out. All you got to do is join our Facebook group, and then from there you can you have the site to it'll tell you exactly where to go to register for the free masterclass. But let's talk about what we're gonna go over today. There's a couple ways to get deals. Oh, I don't want to say a couple ways. There's 100 ways to get deals. You can get deals from knocking doors. You can get deals from cold calling, texting. What else is there? Mail, pay-per-click. Did I say knocking? I've gotten quite a few deals knocking, flyering neighborhoods. There's so many different ways. All right, everybody. And what we talk about on our channel on this video every Wednesday is how to find buyers for those deals. Now, look, I got something cool for you guys today, and maybe you might even be able to help me out. Okay, maybe we can do a deal together. You're watching this, you want to make money. Let me tell you how you can make money extremely fast. And instead of having to wait a year, I can tell you how to do it this week. Okay. So this is how you do it. And this is actually something that's happening right now. I have a buyer. I met him through a title company. I'm cool with my title company, and if you guys haven't reached out to any title companies in your market, you need to, because it's great to network with title companies. So I reached out to a title company, Christina from GT Title. She's awesome. I said, Christina, who do you know who's actively buying right now and is a good buyer? This was a while ago, like 6-7 months ago. She gave me a buyer named Scott. He's bought multiple properties from me now, and on last Saturday, there was a property that a wholesaler had. And I was like, man, that's a good property. I think Scott would want it. So I didn't get the house under contract or anything. I just said, Scott, go check it out. I think you would want it. We got beat out by a landlord buyer that was able to pay $15,000 more than us. And I would have made a wholesale fee by bringing it to him. And the wholesaler that had it, obviously, was cool about it, but he went with the higher offer that was from a landlord buyer, which, obviously they can pay more. They're not looking to make a return on a flip immediately. But anyway, so I talked to Scott and I said, Scott, so, do you need to find a property? He's like, I need to find one ASAP. This is how you guys can get paid ASAP. He's got 4 crews. He's like, I got to keep him busy. So I'm not always looking. Obviously, he wants to make as much as he can on the properties, but sometimes he's like, I will take a property that probably doesn't make that much sense, or that I would normally say no to, just because I got to keep my crews busy so they don't go work somewhere else. So he's like, I need to find a property. And he went to this house. I called him on Saturday. He went later that day. He's that hungry. So for this guy, Scott, he buys all over I know his buy box, buys all over Salt Lake County. Okay. Buys in Weber County, Davis County, up north, Utah County. He'll take a deal if it makes sense and to keep his crews busy. So I have a buyer right now that I can bring a deal to. I can send a deal and say, does this make sense for you? Whether I go negotiate the deal with the seller directly, or if I just go and get a deal from the MLS, and you can use that. Batch enables you to do that with your agent directory and looking at deals on the platform. Or you can look at what other wholesalers have. Okay. So what's the fastest way to do a deal, in my opinion, is working with a wholesaler that already has a deal under contract, because it's like, well, there you go. They already want to sell it. They know what we're trying to do. And you just have to call them and say, hey, can I bring a buyer? So I have this guy, Scott, that I need to bring him a deal. And if I can bring him a deal that makes sense for him, I'm getting paid ASAP. Okay. Don't have to wait a year. I just need to bring something that meets his criteria. And I told you the area he wants. I know how to run the numbers and know exactly what deal would work for him. So let's look at some scenarios. But first, before we dive into like deals that I can bring for him, why were we talking about Scott and buyers? Well, I found out that you can bring good deals. This actually might take a little bit longer to get him a deal than if going directly to like the MLS or a wholesaler that has a deal. But notice the defaults right now are pretty hot. That's why, I'm bringing this up in the call with the batch calls, because with batch leads, what I did is I got the notice of default. These are people that are in pre-foreclosure that are going to get their homes foreclosed on. Right now is a time that a lot of people that are in notice of default, they're selling, or they're trying to see what their options are. Okay. So I got the list from my county for absolutely free. I networked with my title company, said, hey, where can I get the notice of default list every month? And they said, we'll send it to you. We get it. We'll send it to you. So I got that list and I skip traced it. Okay. I had my virtual assistant, Zishan, skip trace it. Now I have all the notice of defaults in every county in Utah. And what's going on is it's the holidays. These people want money. I don't want to like say these people, they're going through a tough time, and they either want money for Christmas, or maybe they've, pushed it back too long and they're going to go into foreclosure and they want to know their options. So there's a couple options that I'm looking at for getting a deal for Scott. The fastest one, again, is MLS and wholesale deals, because they're already for sale. And then the other one is reaching out to people that are in pre-foreclosure right now on the notice of default list and asking them, not if they want to sell, because that's pretty aggressive. If I'm going in pre-foreclosure and going to lose my house, I don't want people just texting me like, hey, do you want to sell your house? There's a newer, better way to market to these people, and that's just asking them and I'll show you guys how to structure the message. It's just asking them if there's anything you can do to help. You notice that they're in a tough position. You're wanting to let them know that you're an expert in the industry of working with people and notice a default, and you can show them their options. And that's what we're going to do today. Because I already have the buyer, and this call is about getting buyers. I explained to you quickly that finding the buyer, you got the buyer through the title company. I want to show you guys how we got this list from batch leads. Okay. Well, actually got it from the county, but I skip traced to batch leads, and how to message people that are in foreclosure. And well, they're not in foreclosure yet. They're in pre-foreclosure. They're about to go to foreclosure if they don't do something. They don't do loan modification or anything like that. So we're going to do that right now. I'm going to show you right here on batch. First, I'm going to take you through the process of where I got the emails, where I got the list, how I got it, how we went to batch and skip traced it. And then I'm going to show you how I structure the message of talking to the people that are on the notice of default list. Do I call it out? Do I just say, hey, I noticed that you're on the NOD list. I want to see if there's anything I can do to help. Or do I just go say, hey, do you want to sell your house? Which one is the best? I personally think, I'm about to show you how I structure the message, but it's better to err on the side of like, hey, let me see the consultative approach, and like, hey, I'm here to help you, versus like, I'm just aggressively trying to see if you want to sell. I don't care about what situation you're going through in your life. I don't think that's the right way to do it. You got to love people, treat them good, because obviously this is a tough position they're in. You want to provide value and see if you can help them out. So let me show you guys how I got this list, and hopefully you can take this process that I'm showing you and you can go get a deal eventually, right? Like whether it's fast or slow, notice of defaults can take some time, but really you want to go out there and help these people, because even if you can help them with a loan modification or help them out of pre-foreclosure, like they're going to remember you, and you're going to, through reciprocity and helping people and loving people, you're going to get more deals, and karma will help you out, and it'll work out in the long run. You don't always have to look at it like, hey, I got to close something now, right? They might hit you up in a couple months if they run into tough times again and work with you. All right. So let me pull up the email real quick to show you guys what it looked like when I got these NODs. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. And by the way, everybody that's watching, I've been kind of going quick today. I want you that are watching live just to give me a 1 in the chat, wherever you're watching from, if you understand what I'm like, where I'm coming from, or do I need to slow down? Do any of you have any questions? I really want to know where everybody's at, because there's no point in me just yapping if everyone's kind of a little lost. So give me a 1 if you're like, okay, Nate, I know what you're saying. You're saying you found a buyer through a title company. He's good to go. He wants a deal. And you're showing us how to get the notice of default list, and how to skip trace it, and how to message these people. Is everyone with me? Okay, we got some 1s coming through. Albert, you're with me. Facebook user, love it. I can't see who you are because StreamYard doesn't show. But okay, got it. And go ahead. I know there's a little bit of a lag, but give me a 1 as we go. And just want to, again, I don't do this for myself. I do this so we can do some deals together. Got Shayla Beard. Awesome. Okay. So let me share my screen. Let me show you what this looks like. Let's see. Share screen. Okay. All right, everybody. So right now I get sent the notice of default list by my title company. Put me in a drip, and they send it to me every month. Okay. December, what else? November. And what happens is they send me emails that come from the specific counties. They give me the PDF, the like a Word doc, and then an Excel spreadsheet. So what I did is I forwarded this email to my virtual assistant, Zishan. Okay. So, hey, Zishan, go ahead and skip trace these. And what he did is he skip traced them. And he says, please find the attached skip trace files. Now I can't click inside these because then it'll show all their data. And then YouTube doesn't like when people's data is all visible. But anyway, that's how we did it. I just said, Zishan, hook me up, go get it. So if you guys are curious how to get the notice of default list, obviously batch leads can give it to you, but it depends on where you're at. So I prefer just to get it directly from the county, directly from my title company. Not every title company will do that, but you can ask. And that way it's just like you got it fresh, you got it good, and you don't have to worry about, okay, is this outdated or not? Because it does depend, batch does depend like where you are at, and how accurate and how fast they're getting the data. That's just how all platforms are. So we got it. So now, because I love batch for skip tracing, Zishan, I told Zishan skip trace this. So if you just go over here to the skip trace, I know it kind of might be hard to see, but that's just how what we got to deal with. So if we go here to skip tracing on the sidebar. Okay, here it is. Bam. Got skip tracing. So what he did is he went and skip traced all the records, Davis County, NOD list, 29 total records. So it really depended how many notice of defaults were in each county. Okay, so I have the list. Okay, that's how we were able to do it. And I know Landry does an awesome job, and there's a lot of content on videos on how you can skip trace. I'm not going to go over that. I want to go over the messaging and reaching. I want to reach out to some today. All right, so we got that done. Now we have the list. Okay, I have the list that has the data of the phone numbers and the people that are in specific counties that are facing pre-foreclosure notice of default, NOD. So I'm pausing here because I just want to make sure you guys followed the process. It was getting the list, skip tracing the list. Now it's what the heck do we say to this list? Give me a 1 if you're still with me. Give me a 2 if you want me to slow down and repeat. If you're joining in late, then you're obviously just going to have to watch this again as it is recorded. But give me a 1, everybody, because we're about to go into the messaging. How do we know what to say to these people when we call or when we text them? Okay. So let's see. We got some 1s coming back in here. I hope this is helpful for you guys because look, notice the defaults. A lot of the time, they will wait to the last minute to sell, and you'll either have to stop the auction, right? The foreclosure from happening, and you usually can get a pretty good deal on it. Not that you're trying to like rock them or anything, but like it's last minute. It does take skill and a lot of knowledge in order to know how to stop these, in order to help these people out quickly. So these are deals, good deals to work if you're going to work off market. So direct to seller. So when I'm on market, it's MLS. I work with other wholesalers I call on market. And if it's off market, it's notice of defaults and probates. Those are my favorite. Expired listings are good too, but that's what we like to do. What's up, Tara? We got Salt Lake City, Utah. Love it. Okay. And we got Nelly watching in. Perfect. Okay. This is going to be awesome. What I'm about to show you guys right here, because you're going to be like, what? You can do this? Check this out, everybody. I'm about to blow your mind. So what do I say to these people that in notice of default that are obviously running through a tough scenario? What's the best way to approach them? So I would say I'm a decent marketer. I'm good at like talking to people, but I'm not the best at like copywriting, right? So what just came out recently that's just like literally the best copywriter ever. It's chat GPT. All right. So I'm going to show you guys how we can make a script when we're calling someone, and how we can not only make a script when we're calling someone, but how do we make a text message? So check this out. So I'm going to say, I want to text and call the notice of default list. I'm going to talk as I type this out. I want to text and call the notice of default list that I recently just got from the county, and offer people options to get out of pre-foreclosure or offer them the option where I can buy their house, or run it, or tell them what other people will pay for their house without putting it on the MLS listing it. Now I know a lot of you are like, yo, this is a run-on sentence. Like chat doesn't care. I'm just putting in the information. Make me, and we'll train it and tell it to make better messages. Make me a script for calling them and a text message to send out and out that is not aggressive and is empathetic to their situation. Okay, let's see what it whips out for me. You're going to be amazed. All right. And this is just the first variation. We can train it and tell it to do better jobs. So, crafting a script for calling and texting for individuals facing pre-foreclosure requires a delicate balance of professionalism, empathy, and clarity. Here's the suggested approach for both. Okay, so this is the call script. It just made me a script. Hello, my name is Nathan, and I'm reaching out to you from Offer on Homes. I recently came across your property information. I understand that you might be facing some challenging circumstances with your mortgage. I want to assure you that this call is entirely confidential, and my intention is only to offer assistance. I specialize in helping homeowners explore options in difficult situations like pre-foreclosure. There are several routes we can discuss that might provide you with some relief and potentially help you avoid foreclosure. Options. Some options, including restructuring your mortgage, selling your property to avoid foreclosure, or exploring other financial solutions. If you're considering selling, I can also provide a no obligation assessment of what your property could sell for without the need to list it, hence wholesaling, right? Empathy. I understand this might be a stressful time for you, and I want to make sure that you have all the information support you need. Okay, this is already amazing. Okay, this is better than anything I could have came up with. Obviously, I'm not going to call someone just read this word for word, but if this is the general tone, the general idea. If you're open to discussing this further, I can offer more detailed information tailored to your specific circumstance. Would this be something you'd be interested in? Thank you for your time. Please let me know. Please know that there's no pressure on my side. My goal is to assist you in whatever way I can. Feel free to call me back. That seems to be like when you're leaving a voicemail. Let's see what the text script said. This is a very long text script. So we're going to have to, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to tell chat to shorten the text. Let's see what they say in the text. Hey, John, for example, not John. Hi, I'm Nathan from Offer on Homes. I'm reaching out with a potential opportunity to assist you with your property situation. This is a confidential and no pressure message. Understanding that your property might be facing pre-foreclosure, I'd like to offer you a few options that could help. These include ways to restructure your mortgage, sell your property, blah, blah, blah. I know this can be a difficult time. Thank you for kids. Okay. That's a little too formal. So I'm going to say, check this out. I'm going to say, can you shorten the text message and make it a little less formal? Let's see what they do. Hey, it's Nathan Payne from Offer Homes. Just wanted to reach out because I noticed your property might be in a tough spot with pre-foreclosure. I've got some ideas that could help, like different ways to sell or adjust your mortgage to avoid foreclosure. No pressure at all. Just here to help you if you need it. Feel free to text or call me at blank if you want to chat. Take care. Wow, amazing. So that's a much better message than this long thing. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to there's a couple options, right? You can put these notice of defaults in a dialer and you can just hammer through them. What I'm doing is I'm just texting them from my iPhone because I think like if they see the blue and they connect, I know it might take a little bit longer, but I'm totally cool with that. So I'm just going to text these people one by one. And for the ones that respond, great. And if they don't respond, then I'm going to call them. Okay. So again, you have the batch dialer. You can do, you can triple line dialer it, whatever, and get it done quick. I personally think like a individual text, even though it takes longer, might work better just because you never know if your text delivery rate with all these text platforms. I know batch does texting, but personally, again, I will just text it directly. So all I got to do is I'm going to go to I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to get a number. I'm going to show you how I'm going to text from my laptop. I have a MacBook, so I can text from my computer. Very easy, copy and paste, very simple. But I am curious for everyone that's watching. What do you think? What do you think? I need your opinion. I need your vibe. Did you know you could go to Chat GPT and have it write you scripts, have it write you messages, so you don't have to sit there and say, what would I say to this person? You can just, if you read it and you're like, I don't sound like that. So let's look at this and be like, make it sound like a 32-year-old. Let's check this out, because I'm 32. Make it sound like a 32-year-old from Salt Lake City, Utah wrote that. And in the tone, maybe they recognize who I am now because I use this a lot. In the tone of Nathan Payne. Let's see what it is. Here's a revised. Let's see how it thinks I talk in the tone of a 32-year-old named Nathan Payne. Hey there, I'm Nathan Payne over at Offer Homes in Salt Lake City. Notice your property facing some tough times with the mortgage stuff. I probably wouldn't say mortgage stuff. Just wanted to drop a line. Never would say drop a line. To say I've got a few low-key options. Oh, this is horrible. This is not me. Low-key options that might help you out, like easy ways to sell or sort out your mortgage without the stress of foreclosure. Totally no strings attached. Just here to lend a hand if you need it. Feel free to shoot me a text or give me a call at blank if you want to talk it over. Stay strong. Wow. Man, who does chat think I am? I wouldn't talk like that. Not in this situation. I would totally stick to this. Okay. So let's engage. Let me engage with the live. Any questions at the moment? Any concerns? Give me a 1 if you're loving it and you're like, this is great. I didn't know you could do all this. And give me a 2 if you're confused and you want to ask a question. And if you're maybe both, or you're just super excited, give this video a like so we can reach out more people, because I just asked you guys to do 3 things. I'm sorry. Give this video a thumbs up wherever you're watching, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, whatever, and so more people can see this. And any questions in the chat before we send this message off to someone on the list. Okay, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it from your computer. So it's just copy, paste, copy, paste. Obviously, you could do it on your phone, but I like to just send the text from my computer. It's very fast. Okay, so we got a lot of 1s coming in. All right. Okay, gotcha. Facebook, Albert, you're loving it. Okay. And hopefully you all like the video, so I appreciate it. So we can get this in front of more people. All right, so let me pull up someone that's off of this list. So what Zishan did is he sent me the email with everybody's that he skip traced. So let's see if I got it right here. Let's see. I have 2 emails, so let's see. Here's the list of people to hit. Okay. It's on my other email. Give me a second. I'm pulling it up. Okay. So, all right. I'm going to share it one more time. Okay. So what do I do here? We go here, and I'm not going to pull up the information again because they'll shut us down, because Batchley just gives us way too much information as we skip trace. Not way too much, but they give us good stuff. And YouTube's like, hey, don't be showing all that good stuff for free. So I'm going to click on one of these. I have all these counties. We got Weber County, Salt Lake. What is it? Salt Lake County, Davis. I live in Salt Lake County, but I want to hit up the northern Utah. Okay. So we got Utah. Well, Utah County is south. So where are we? Davis. Let's go Weber County. Weber County is, I think it's more up north. You think I would know that, but I think Davis and Weber are kind of similar. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen so you guys can't see it, so they don't shut me down. And I'm going to pull up my, so we got someone right here in Roy, Utah. Okay. His name is Josh Taylor. I'm fortunate that this has happened to you, Josh. We wish you the best, and we're here to serve and help you out of this tough situation. So I'm going to text my guy and say, hey, exactly. I'm not going to deviate from the script. I'm just going to text him. Now, look, I could call him. Okay. But I want to text all these first and see if any of reply. And then I'll wait till the people that do reply. And then I'll call the ones that are left. Okay. Now, the thing is, notice the default. Sometimes it takes months and months of follow-up. So it's not like, hey, this is dunzo. You do it one time. That's the problem with when I started wholesaling is I just would do it like a couple times and I'd forget and then I go to a new list. Like this is a long play. Sometimes they're trying to get out of pre-foreclosure for a long time. And there was someone in my neighborhood, like there's this out of all the houses, there's like one decrepit house that was just like run down. And I was always like, man, I'm trying to buy that house. But like I would send mailers, nothing ever happened. Ended up happening that the person that had the house was in and out of foreclosure for like 10 years. They like gamed the system and they figured out how to, I don't know exactly how to explain it, but they were able to game the system and stay in that house without paying on it. And just like in and out and get out. They were like experts at staying in the house without paying for it and not getting it taken away. Eventually someone bought it at auction because they couldn't do it any longer. And the guy ended up buying it super cheap, sold it, and it's like a rental right now. So the reason I'm bringing that up is sometimes people can play the system and stay in there for long periods of time. So don't give up on these. You want to stay consistent and strong. And if someone's like, F you, leave me alone, that's probably a good indicator that they are in foreclosure or facing foreclosure, but they're just not ready to talk about it yet. So that's why you got to be empathetic, understand that you're going through things. And I'm not here to say I'm better than any of these, obviously people in that situation, that's rough. Like we can't judge what they're going through, what happened. I know a lot of people that, fall in those hard times. They don't want a bunch of calls of people being like, hey, you want to sell your house? That's why we're trying to approach it a different way with empathy and saying, hey, look, I want to see if I can help you provide any options. Because if you can stay in it, great. And maybe you can give me a referral to someone else who wants to sell. Okay. So let me pull up my text messaging so you guys can see how this works before I share my screen again. Okay. Okay. I think that's fine. I got to actually put something in front of it. So, because I don't want YouTube to be like, shut me out. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I think I got an idea. I'm just going to change the name of this. So add contact. His name is, yeah, that's why. They want to feel heard and not just spoken at. Dang, Terrell, you said you took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly right. They want to be heard. Their information is unfortunate. Like I have it, like pretty much every buyer has it. So if you're just coming at them like, hey, you want to sell your house? Like that's insensitive. You don't know what they're going through that day. So see if you can hit them with some love. Okay. So, show contact card. I'm seeing if there's anything else. There we go. Perfect, everybody. We're good. I got them right here. Okay. Okay, time to get his phone number. Okay, this is the last step of what I would do for everybody that's watching live. So we're going to go here to the screen share. Okay, so I have Apple, so I'm allowed to text. Not allowed. I can text from my computer, which makes it really easy. So all I do is I go to chat. I grab the message here, and I'm going to paste it in here. Let's see. And hi, it is Nathan from, I'm going to put my company. Normally I probably wouldn't put a company name in there. You know what? I'm not going to do the company name. Hey, I'm just going to say, hey, we haven't met yet, but my name is Nathan. I'm just going to leave it Nathan. Just wanted to reach out because I noticed your property might be in a tough spot with pre-foreclosure. I've got some ideas that could help, like different ways to sell or adjust your mortgage to avoid avoid foreclosure. No pressure at all. Just here to help if you need it. Feel free to text or call me at. I don't think I need the at this number I just texted you from. This number I just texted you from. The reason why I didn't put my company name in there is because it's Off-Road Homes, and I think it just like comes off like, hey, I'm a company that's trying to like really get you to. Obviously, that's like I would like to buy a house, but if I can help some people along the way and I don't buy it, then that's fine too. I like really, it's all good to me. It's all sixes because everything goes, what goes around comes around. You help people, you solve problems, you get taken care of. So at this number I just texted you from, if you want to chat about it, take care. So there's one more thing I would add to this. I would say, I have a lot of experience in helping and working with people to keep their properties or show them their options to I don't want to say, okay, keep their properties and show them their options. I just want to let them know I'm the expert. Okay, I have a lot of experience in working with people to keep their properties and and that's why I reached out. Okay, so I sent that message. Now it's green. So he's either Android user or that's pretty much it. If it's blue, at least I know I've hit like, okay, an iPhone. Now the cool thing with Batch is there are more contacts on there. You know, one thing I didn't say his name. Maybe that's one thing I could have done. That would have been helpful. But so the phone number that I have is a mobile number, and there's multiple other numbers. Usually when you skip trace, it's the first number that appears. The rest of them will probably be like friends, family, kids. So, but doesn't mean you can't get a hold of the person. So that's one person out of the, let's see, there's 7 on this notice of default list in Weber County for this month. So it's not that hard to get a hold of them. Now, I know one of my mentors, when I first started, what he does is he goes and knocks the notice of default list. He'll go knock and he'll say this exact same message. Hey, like, we're experts at helping people in the situation, whether they want to keep it or they want to explore their options and see what people will pay for their property without listing it. Right. So he goes and knocks. Now, if you want to go that far, you're obviously going to get a better chance of getting a hold of these people. If they don't answer, you can leave a note on the door. I've done a lot of deals by knocking on doors and then leaving notes because people still want to talk to you at their door sometimes, especially if they're going through this. So you can knock, you can leave a note. You can do this all made possible by just networking, getting the right list, skip tracing it, and reaching out. And that's it. So you do that with enough people consistently, every month. And you might do it month after month. Change up the message. Just be like, hey, just checking in. You know, I just want to let you know I got your back. Sorry if times are tough. I'm here for you. Just switching it up. And you could ask chat. Let's do one more thing that I think will help everyone in here, because this is something that if they don't respond, this is what you're going to need. So let's say this. If they if the person doesn't respond to my first text or call, will you make a follow-up text, I would say campaign, where I can just copy and paste the message you make to follow up with this person monthly. Please switch it up and please switch up the messaging as I text to follow up with them and follow up with them and make it empathetic. Okay, let's see, because we're going to have to follow up as well, because not all of these people are going to answer. Let's see what it says. Month 1. Hey, again, it's blank, blank. Just checking to see if you had any thoughts on the options we discussed. Month 2. And you could do every 2 weeks, right? Now obviously you can put people in drips. I have a CRM, you can put people on drips, but I'm just showing you guys that for the people that don't have CRMs and they're working with like a shoestring budget and they just have their cell phone and they want to follow up and keep these people on a spreadsheet, this is how you would do it. And chat is literally just writing out everything you need. Now, if you want to get into drips and campaigns and automation, that's fine. You can do that. I have a CRM. It's called Payneless CRM. It's on Go High Level. Check out painlesscrm.com and you can build all this stuff. So pretty cool though, huh? It will do the message and it will change it up. Just wanted to know if I'm still here to support you. Hope you're doing all right. Just touching base. Okay. Took all the thinking out of it for you. All right, everybody. Well, I want some feedback because I went pretty deep. We've been on here for a while and I'm about to sign off because I got some stuff I need to do. But this call has been about when you have a buyer that's ready to buy something, where can you get those deals? MLS, other wholesalers quickly. If you want to take the longer route, and this might not be longer, we might be able to reach out to John Taylor and he might be like, yeah, bro, what are my options? Let's talk. And then you might have a deal, but you find a deal, you bring it to the buyer, already wants it. I already know he buys in those counties, so we're good. And if I can find him, something that makes sense for him, makes sense for the seller, we got a deal before the end of the year, before Christmas time. So let's see what everyone else is saying. Is that in your CRM? What CRM are you using? So this is in Chat GPT. It's absolutely free to use. Okay. This is a copy. This tool does anything you want. It's crazy. It's going to take over the world. All right. Hey, Nathan, what's up? What's up? Who said that? Okay. So before we wrap up, I want to ask anyone if you have any questions about the process I just went through, if you guys need any clarification. And if you like this video, if you thought it was useful, give it a thumbs up wherever you're watching from so it triggers the algorithm and more people can watch what I just went over. I just gave you the whole spiel, the whole thing on how to work with people then notice of default that are going to foreclosure. I just gave you how to do it. Now, what you got to work on is the conversation to have. Luckily, because of what we just did with chat, you can have chat just write you a script, or you can reach out to me. Obviously, we teach this in our mentorship, but it's pretty simple. You can just ask chat, what would I say to someone to help them end their situation? And it'll whip it out. Pretty freaking crazy. So any questions? I'm opening up the floor. Does anyone have any deals, any questions they want to ask before we wrap up? Hopefully today was extremely useful. Guys, go out and get a deal today. There's no reason to wait. Go ahead. So I'm waiting and checking out the chat, not seeing anybody coming in with any questions or any concerns. How much? How much is what, Albert? Mentorship. Okay, let's see. Mentorship. Yeah. So Albert, if you want to learn about the mentorship and how much it costs, I don't really talk about the price because it just depends on what level you get and how long you want to work with us. So if you just come to the masterclass, after the masterclass, we have a link where you can sign up and chat with us about it. And it'll be either be me or Nathan Valley. But that's about it. Yeah. Great question. But yeah, we just don't discuss it until we know you're the right fit and we're the right fit for you. Because unfortunately we don't take everybody, right? It's only me and Nathan Valley, and we have obviously some one-on-one coaches that you get for mindset and stuff, but we got to make sure we want to work together. Any other questions? Great question, Albert. I appreciate that. Info. And by the way, this guy texted back already. Okay. So let me show you. I wanted to wrap up the call, but if you guys want to see what he said. So stop texting me. Okay. He's probably getting a lot of texts. And I said, my bad. Do I have the wrong info? I was trying to get a hold of Josh Taylor. But if I have the wrong number, I will try the other ones that I got. Sorry to bother you, but I just helped someone else postpone their. Is that how you spell postpone? That can't be how you spell postpone. So was their auction date, and it's something I have mastered. So so I like to offer it to people in a pinch. Okay, so that's what I would say. Now, who knows if he's like bump you, like I don't care. I'm not Josh. That's all I want to know. Because if I'm like, okay, this is Josh. If this is the guy, then it's like, okay, great. I at least got the right guy. But if it's for me, when I text people and they say stop, I gotta at least know if I'm talking to the right person, or I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna go until I know, okay, yes, it is me. Forget you, I'll never work with you. Or no, you got Jessica, and I don't even know who the heck this is. Stop. Okay, great. I got the wrong person. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what everybody has to understand is you don't just stop if they just say stop. Well, you're supposed to, right? But like for me, I want to know if I got the right person. So that's pretty much it. So hopefully that's helpful. I just say, my bad. Wrong person. Thank goodness. Look, thank goodness in the sense is like, okay, now that's good because I don't want to just put her in a drip or keep texting her and she's like, bump you. You got the wrong person. Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks for letting me know. I have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy holidays because it's not Christmas yet. Have a happy holidays. And if you ever run into Josh Taylor that lives on I'm gonna say lives on. I'm gonna put the address of the guy, not the full one, but just like a little bit of it, just because who knows? Maybe she's playing games. I'm just gonna say, if you ever run into Josh, I'm getting wild right now. All right, let's see. Let's go back here. Hey, this is what you want. You want to be talking to somebody. Okay. Have a happy holidays. And if you ever run into Josh that lives on blank, tell him to hit me up to reach out to me. I have no idea how I got your info and number instead of his. So my bad again. My apologies again. Maybe she might be like, he's my brother or whatever. Cool. That's it. Now I can take that spreadsheet and go to that phone number and say, wrong person. Bam. Okay. And then keep going. That's what we want. Let's go help some people and notice the default. Let's go help some people in pre-foreclosure. Let's save their homes or help them get the best offer for their homes by running it by our investors and seeing who's willing to pay the most. Appreciate you, Nathan. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you, Terrell Van Hemert. I've never said that name out loud, so hopefully that was okay. Peace out, everybody. Have Merry Christmas. We'll see you next week. We're going to be doing this. Keep coming to these. These are meant to help you. I'm only doing things, showing you things that I know will help you in your business. And hopefully that was helpful. And if it was, leave a comment. Say, hey, Nate, great stuff, terrible stuff. I love feedback because I'm always trying to improve. So let me know how you think we did. And like, subscribe, do whatever you got to do to keep following me so we can keep giving you more. 3 p.m. What do you mean by 3 p.m., Albert? Great information, Nathan. Thank you. Albert, I'm not sure what you mean by 3 p.m. Are you talking about the call every week? It was. Peace, Terrell. Good. Thanks for coming. Albert, this call is 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time every week. Or if you're East Coast, which I'm assuming you are, it is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. This call, 3 p.m. And if you follow my my YouTube channel, if you subscribe, you'll get notified. If you turn on the notifications, you'll get notified every week when we schedule this, and you can just RSVP and so you don't miss it. Okay. So go to my YouTube channel, Payneless Flipping, Nathan Payneless Flipping. subscribe, turn on the notifications, and you'll be alerted of these calls every week. Of course, go get some deals, everybody. Yep, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Later.